Okay, Madam President, we're recording and everyone in the waiting room has been admitted to the meeting.
All right, at 6:01, please call the meeting to order. Please call the roll.
Newman. Oh, he's coming. Kammer, deiner.
Here.
Rautenstrauch.
Here.
Mylum.
Here.
Koch.
Here. Yep, Mr. Newman's having a computer issue, so he'll be on shortly. Let's go through the agenda. Minutes?
I'll take them, Madam President.
Kammer, deiner. Bills?
I'll take them, President.
Dave.
I'm sorry, who's taking the bills?
Dave. Any questions on the bills? Any questions?
I did not have any. Thank you.
Commissioner of Deeds?
I'll take them, Madam President.
All right, resolution 4. So a portion of the proceeds from the sale of property from Spalding Commerce Park will be reallocated to the rehabilitation of the existing fishing pier.
Do we want to do that as the council?
Yep, I'm good with that. Everybody good with that?
I'm good with council. I can handle that.
Okay. Is that my sound or?
I don't know. Somebody's echoing.
Yeah, it's bad.
Is it me?
I don't know.
Did it go away when I muted?
Well, nobody said anything.
No, I think you're okay.
All right, it's not me then.
No, I know Dave sounded like he was
Drunk.
a robot.
It could, if I mute, you might have that echo go away. I'll mute again.
Dave, click on the traffic light. All the squares with the traffic light.
Okay. All right, any questions on the reallocation? Anything for Bill? Okay. All right, resolution 5. I know we talked about this at our last meeting, but the traffic and safety recommendations.
I'll take it, Madam President.
Any questions on that? Okay. All right, and then resolution 6, the recommendation from our city assessor, increasing the board. Everybody okay? What's that?
Should we do it as council?
I think we should.
We can do it as council.
This is just stating we're taking it from 3 to 5, correct? Is that my understanding?
Correct.
Okay, yep.
Hey, Tom.
Tom's joining us.
Now, who's going to be appointing the additional 2 members on that board?
The assessor provided a recommendation
Okay,
to the council. And it is the 2 individuals that are serving in this term right now.
okay, perfect.
They've been serving as temporary.
Correct. Hey, Tom.
I'm here. Good Lord.
All right. We're on resolution 7, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Who took
Aye.
number 6?
I did, Dave.
Council. Oh, wait, John took 5.
I took
Did we say-
5. Council
Did we
did
say
6.
council took
Oh.
6?
Yeah. Yep.
All
Sorry.
right,
Thank you.
all right, resolution 7, the appointment of the senior citizens committee.
I'll take that, Madam President.
Well, it looks like Jenna already did.
I'll take that, Madam
Sorry, Tom.
Jenna's name's
Okay.
on it.
Do we want to do council?
I'm fine with John on it.
President.
We're good. We
Two.
can leave it.
Okay. Comments, questions? Okay. All right, resolution 8. Now, this is the North Tonawanda passed the similar resolution at their last meeting. This is the resolution that the mayor spoke of. Oh, that echoes back.
Yeah,
Mayor,
well, I'm
did
on
you
my
have
phone, so.
Mayor, did you have anything additional to add?
No.
Okay, council on this?
Sure.
Any questions? Mayor, do you have executive?
No.
Council, do we have executive?
I don't.
Sean, good. Dave, good. Sean, okay. So we're not
No.
going into executive. All right, around the room. Mr. Newman.
I just have something probably that Don can maybe look into with traffic and safety. I had a resident complain. It's been going on for a while now. It's tractor trailers, same issue as the rest of the city. But they come down by Prescott's and they go down East Niagara looking for, I believe it's East Ave, which is in North Tonawanda, and they get all confused and they try turning around literally on, city property by the bike paths, and then they back up onto his lawn, and it's a mess because you can't go any further because of the train bridge.
Oh,
So,
it's on East Niagara Street?
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So I don't know if more signage can be arranged for some of these truckers, or I'm not sure really what to do at this point, but he's getting a little frustrated. Keep tearing up his lawn.
So how is he getting down there then, I guess would be are they going over Fillmore Bridge?
They come across the Delaware Street Bridge, so they're coming down
Okay, so they're
Delaware.
coming
instead of
down
going-
Delaware. Okay.
Yeah, so what I'm understanding is instead of going over the bridge to East Ave and North Tonawanda,
Yeah.
they're going down to East Ave and down there, and then it's clearly wrong. So that's what I understand.
Okay. I will bring it up to them. I will send off an email. Because as you all know, they're not meeting
Okay.
Right.
again.
Anything else, Tom?
No, that's all I have, Madam President. Thank you.
Dawn?
No, I think it's been pretty quiet for me, actually. We did meet with the LDC. Unfortunately, it was a very brief meeting. There was only 3 of us. So we didn't get anything accomplished that we had hoped for. So we're hoping to move forward with that in January. I was in contact with Mr. Knight. He is requesting a meeting, which I will reach out to the mayor's office. I just got his email today, just to go over a few things for the future. Let me just pull it up real quick. And I can kind of go over it. He just wants to discuss the rezoning that would be taking place with the department heads. So I'll reach out to the mayor's office and to Eric, and possibly he's asking for Brittany, Mrs. Pemberthy, to be there as well. So I'll reach out to them and see what date works for all of them. And then I can let you guys know an update on that. Other than that,
I'm on, oh, it's off.
I think I'm pretty good. That's all I
Alright.
have.
Perfect. Sean?
I don't have all that much. I just want to make a comment. I know I missed last Saturday's meeting, but I know we're the police reform committee is still reviewing the survey results and the questions and stuff. It's been slow moving. They're planning on trying to get a public session available so they can kind of speak to the public. I know they're working on that, but I just wanted to just put it out there in a public forum, and also to you guys, if you know anybody, kind of share the information. If anybody wants to add to it, the survey is still out there and it's still being reviewed. So you can pass along. You can find it on the Facebook page. I think I posted it in in our council page, on my own page, and a couple of the community pages. So that's out there. I only really have, other than, in light of everything from last week and some of the things that we discussed, I just kind of wanted to, ask Mike Rua to speak out to any thoughts or what direction you're in with the ethics committee. And I know we talked earlier and you said, you might have some thoughts on it as to where it needs to go and what might need to be restructured with it. If, I could ask our city attorney to speak to that.
Oh, yeah, of course. Mike?
Yes, Sean and the council, we've been doing some research on the ethics. It's actually an ethics board, not a committee. That's the first issue. And it looks as though we need to do some reorganization regarding that board. Okay, and we're going to be putting together some recommendations in January to the council about the reorganization of the whole board itself, setting forth more clearer specifications into exactly what its duties are and functions, and maybe specifying better the procedures by which that board should operate. The way it's set up right now, it's not really clear, the operating procedures. It is an advisory board only, and it is only supposed to be acting in response to written requests, not anonymous requests, but written requests that have been submitted to the city and referred to that board by the city. And so we need to make that clearer. So we're going to come up with some amendments to our city policy, code of ethics, and to come more into compliance with section 808 of the general municipal law.
Perfect. So we should anticipate having that after the first of the year?
Yes, mid-January, we should have it ready.
Perfect.
And just to add on to that, you said there was you wanted it to line up more with the state home rule laws and to kind of correspond with where it's at a state level and incorporate that into the local level.
Yes, the general municipal law, section 808.
Right. And where it's all kind of outlined there and kind of already sets up the structure of it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't have anything else. Thank you.
Steve?
It's been very quiet. I don't have anything to report. I would like to, for any of the Fourth Ward residents that are watching or listening, very good show on the house decorations. It is, I walk around the neighborhood nightly, and there's especially two houses right on Rogers Street, right at the end of Kossow. I don't know if they're competing with each other, but it is really worth a while to take a ride up and take a look. So it's just great to see everybody that decorated, and the neighborhoods look great. So that's all I have to report tonight.
Yeah, kudos. Mayor?
Thank you, Madam President. I just have a few things. The police department will be doing their
excuse me, their facial hair fundraiser from January 2nd to March 31st. The proceeds of this will benefit the VVA, the National Honor Society Christmas for Kids, and Rocking for Santa. Needless to say, they've already collected all the money and distributed it. You see from some of their Facebook posts, or some of like the VVA already posted that they received a check from them. So if you see some burly police officers walking around, you'll know why. I think everybody got a copy of that domestic partner registry, and I just wanted to give a little background on it. I had a few city residents reach out to me, and as of the first of the year, some insurance companies are requiring that people show some sort of domestic partnership to insure their significant other. And at a time where I don't think anybody, especially during a pandemic, but anybody should be losing their health insurance. You know, this, to me, this was probably the easiest and the quickest thing we could do. And then maybe petition the state, our state legislators, and maybe our federal legislators on changing the laws. But I looked around New York State and picked a few ordinances that were from cities and one county in New York State, and sent them over to Mike and Brittany, and they kind of mashed together, you know, this a new ordinance that, you know, seems to work. The individuals would have to be in a domestic partnership for 6 months. They would have to come into the clerk's office and sign an affidavit stating that they're in a sole domestic partnership with the other individual, and Jim would attest to their signatures. And I was thinking maybe a $30 fee, and then that form, there would be 2 copies. One would stay with the city, and one would go with the individuals so they could send off to their insurance company. And it would remain on file with the city until such time where, in writing, the couple would submit a letter to the city stating that their domestic partnership has absolved and they are no longer together. So I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but like I said, I don't think anybody should be losing health insurance over this. So
Mary, have we connected with our state partners? I mean, to
right,
talk about this.
For me, to get a state law passed, that's going to take at least 6 months, if not a year. And that's the conversation we can have with them, you know, at a later date. But in the meantime, this is the shortest path to, you know, doing something and providing some relief, you know, for these residents.
Did something change to the state law that permits insurance companies to do this? I mean, it's 2020. It just doesn't make any sense.
It was never a state, it's my understanding, it was never a state law that people, what changed was same-sex marriages, and that changed a number of years back. But what the law didn't account for are people that have been together a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. You know, there's some couples that, you know, don't get married because, you know, they may lose benefits from a spouse that passed away, and it's more financially advantageous for those couples to not marry and to lose those benefits. But the law change for same-sex marriage never took into account domestic partnerships. So like I said, to me, I think it's simple. I mean, there really is it's not something that's arduous. And if it's something that we can do to ensure that, our residents have health insurance through their significant others, to me, it should be a no-brainer.
And Mike and Brittany, you reviewed the resolution.
Pursuant to the mayor's request, we drafted the agreement. Yes, he gave us some information and we put together what was sent to you. Of course, there were blanks where we left the amount of the fee and so forth, because that's a council decision. But I will also note that the city of Buffalo does have such an ordinance.
Okay.
My only concern about this would be charging somebody a fee for that. Is that something that other municipalities are doing?
Yeah, all the municipalities and I believe there's one county in New York State that charge a fee. And to tell you the truth, the $30 would be on the low end. They're charging pretty much the same amount that it would cost to get a marriage license. So in my mind, I don't think it should be that much. I think $30 is a happy medium. We got the clerk's time and things like that, and doing this. So
Yeah, I'm good with it then. I just didn't want to single out one group that would have to pay for something like that where another group might not have to. So if that's a statewide thing that's going on, I'm good with it. Thank you.
And they keep the form. We retain the form in our office. They get a copy for their insurance company. And we store it until they advise us in writing. Right?
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and Madam President, we keep a registry, like a list too, of all the filed forms. So somebody could foil that list and find out, in fact, if people are registered as domestic partners.
Okay. I'd like our resolution to include that we're going to send a certified copy of our resolution to our county officials and state officials.
I'd add federal officials. to
And
that
federal.
list.
Yeah, we can prepare the resolution, Madam President. Is the fee going to be $30 then?
Everybody on board with the $30?
As long as it's consistent with marriage licenses. I mean, it's a domestic partnership, so it's great.
Actually, marriage licenses are, it's a $40 fee. So it's actually less than.
Even better.
I'm okay with it.
I'm on board.
Yeah, good.
$30, perfect.
Okay, we'll prepare the resolution.
And we
Okay.
also, we would have to publish before we do the resolution.
Correct, Jim. I'll get with you for the publication.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
Oh, thank you, everyone.
Yeah, so if we publish that this week, we're good.
And anybody else have got anything else on that before I move on?
No.
So everybody saw the communication from the Housing Authority. Met with them last week, and they have two large community centers over at the Housing Authority that are not being used at all. So the thought is to make that to start off with a senior center. There's enough room to make it a senior center / youth center, community center, things like that. There is a kitchenette over there. There's a bathroom. The bathroom wall would have to be moved out a little bit to accommodate somebody in a wheelchair, doing turning around fully, being able to turn around fully in the bathroom. They would give us 8 designated parking spots. It's ADA accessible, and they would also provide an office for Kelly right there at the Housing Authority. The only thing they ask in return is use of our grant writer. And, it would, to me, it would be no cost to the city to allow them to use our grant writer. And the most important thing is it would take a very large building on Main Street that's not bringing in taxes, would allow us to sell it and put it back on the tax rolls. I'm more than willing to, schedule a time for all of us to maybe on a Saturday to meet with Dale and kind of go over tour of the place. But I think this is the direction we should head in.
Mr. Mayor, that sounds like a really great idea. Just for clarification, they're going to allow us to use this for the senior center with no payments from the city towards them. It's going to be basically kind of a trade for for services with the grant writer, and then we could move our senior center there.
Correct.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a win-win there.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's zero. I mean, it's going to cost the cities, other than moving the wall out of the bathroom, which we can do in-house, and that's maybe, $1,000. It just, to me.
would anything inside the bathroom have to be upgraded, replaced, anything like that, or is it just the movement of a wall?
Movement of the wall and maybe some of those grab bars would be about it.
It's great.
Mayor, they would be able to utilize that building like they did on Main Street at any point, like during the day, and to serve their meals that they did once a month?
Correct.
Perfect.
So next steps, tour.
Yeah,
I mean-
I'll get with Dale. It probably won't happen. It won't happen before Christmas.
Yeah.
I'll try to see if we can get a day maybe after Christmas or after New Year's to
Perfect.
take a tour and for everybody to kind of take a look.
And that would really work well in a pretty underserved area too, to be able to do that. That's really great news. Thank you.
Right, and that's one of the things that Dale kind of mentioned was, they've never been able to provide their seniors who live there with any kind of service like this, but not only that, but he liked the idea of the possibility of a senior/youth center, for the kids, not only there, but in the surrounding neighborhood to utilize as well. So,
And they'll be responsible for cleaning and maintaining it? Or we will?
that would have to be worked out. As far as the outside maintenance, like shoveling and salting, they would be responsible for that.
But we'll be responsible for the inside.
We got to work on that. That would be
Okay.
worked out in the agreement.
Perfect.
Madam President, are we going to invite the committee to partake in that tour as well?
I wanted to show you guys first before extending the invitation to the committee.
I was going to ask the clerk to forward the letter from the Housing Authority to that committee after we've adopted the resolution. And Dawn would be the liaison, the appointed liaison to that group. So after the council took a look at things, Dawn can reach out to the committee as well, and after speaking with Dale, can coordinate a tour.
Yeah, I mean, the council will go first, and then what I can do is after we all meet with them, reach out to that committee and just, again, find out what day works for them and Dale.
And that's great too. The Tonawanda Housing Authority, that part of it, there's a senior senior living facilities designated over there as well, with, potentially limited transportation. It'd be great to have an opportunity for them to be more involved and participate as well, a little more inclusive, and maybe get some more people
memberships.
involved with it.
Yeah.
And as far as the, having the kids go over there for the youth, what is your thought on that, Mr. Mayor? What, are we gonna have Kelly handle that as well?
Yes.
It's great.
So there's not gonna be like daycare or anything like that. It's just gonna be for fun activities for the kids.
Yeah, there won't be a daycare or anything like that.
Okay. Perfect.
Awesome.
It's
Nice
great news. Thank you.
It's-
Nice
it's
work.
good
Thank
news.
you.
All right, anything else?
Yeah, everybody got the notice about the vegan center ribbon cutting. I
Yeah.
tried to have it on a weekend, but the owner was pretty insistent on it happening Thursday. So because that's when she planned on opening the doors. So I just wanted to make sure everybody got it, and let me know if you're going to be able to make it. It's 10:45. It's at 60 Broad Street. So, and there's another ribbon cutting that I'm working with an individual to have actually on a Saturday, so everybody can attend. So once I am able to secure that, I'll let everybody know. And last, I just wanted to ask Mike where we stood on the closing of the two properties over at River Edge and Safe Span, and the Simmers Crane right to first refusal.
The River Edge, Niagara Shore Drive, as far as I know, that's been completed. I had you sign the deed and we sent it over to the purchaser's attorney. So that they just had to record it.
Okay.
So as far as I know, that's done. We're making the final corrections that on Fillmore that the attorney requested, and we're ordering an amended survey that he requested, and that one will be completed. As far as the right of first refusal, we're in the process now of preparing the contract. We notified the potential purchaser that Simmers Crane had exercised their right of first refusal. We're now preparing that contract for signature.
Awesome. You're full of good news today.
I'm trying.
And that's all for my long-winded self.
On Friday, I received a call from a resident on Ellicott Creek who had an issue. And Tom, I'll actually defer to you, but I want to give a shout out to our city engineer, because at 7 o'clock at night on a Friday night, he was trying to figure out what the issue was. We thought it was a city issue, but it doesn't appear to be. So he certainly went above and beyond. And I think it's somewhat resolved, Tom?
Well, so long and the short of it was, the resident had her sewer backing up into her lower level. So being that the workers have been out there doing sewer work, and then she's talking to department, DPW, not Joe, whoever's standing in for her or for him, and the workers, the contractors. And the answers were seeming to be all over the board, but at the end of the day, her sewer's backing up in her basement. So I didn't know if they had lined that section of sewers. That's why we kind of got Jason involved, because we didn't know. And he'd be the only one that would know. But comes to find out that he or that she had a sewer issue in her own lateral. So they did just do a quick camera run and everything was covered. So that pretty much solved her issue. She was adamant that it was a sewer problem on our end, but and the last thing we needed was for us to, get a bill from her for sewer work that we're going to pass on to the contractor, and it's muddies the water, versus just trying to do a quick investigation and then the whole thing. That's kind of where we're at. I haven't heard either way, whether or not she got a plumber to snake it out. But this could have been going on for quite a while. She probably didn't even realize it. But that's all I really have about it. But we're probably not going to get a bill. So
Mhm. All right, perfect. Anything else? All right,
No.
then let's move to our formal. Call the meeting of the City of Tonawanda Council to order. Please call the roll.
Newman,
here,
Kammer, deiner,
Here,
Rautenstrauch,
Here.
Mylum,
Here.
Cook.
Here, please stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance.
to the flag of the United States of America
America.
and to the
To
the
republic
republic
for
for
which
which
it
stands
stands, one
one
nation,
nation under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice
for all.
All right, our prayer is courtesy of Rick Oates. And I'm not singing. Dear Lord, thank you for your amazing provisions this year in the midst of unprecedented times, tribulations, and challenges. A happy holiday to all, we pray, indeed, all inclusive, joining Linus from Peanuts along with a choir of angels and many across the globe. We pray and sing, glory to God in the highest, and on earth, peace and goodwill to all. Indeed, this is what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown. Help us enter in, dear Lord, kindly kindle warmth in the spirit of the season within us and throughout our community. Bless these dear leaders with courage and collective wisdom, receptive to opportunities that cross our path, as well as initiating creativity and new possibilities. Asking, seeking, knocking on doors, exploring expanded and good potentials for our dear residents. And yes, Lord, bless these dear leaders along with their families. We ask and pray for this along with and for all of our neighbors too. Love much. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Communications from the mayor have been ordered and filed. Communications from our city officials and correspondents have also been ordered and filed. We are not going into executive session. We'll now take comments by the public on the resolutions. For those that are obviously joining us, there is a spot for you to indicate that you wish to address the council, and you can do so at this time on the resolutions. Once, twice, any comments on the resolutions?
Madam President, I have no indication of any comments from the members on the call.
Okay. All right, let's roll.
Resolution number 1 by Councilmember Kammer, deiner.
Do we have a second?
I'll second, Madam President.
Seconded by Mr. Newman.
I'm sorry. Resolved that the common council minutes for December 15th, 2020 be accepted as filed.
Comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Newman,
Aye.
Kammer, deiner,
aye,
Rautenstrauch,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted.
Resolution number 2 by Councilmember Mylum. Resolved that the bills be allowed as audited.
Do we have a second?
I'll second, Madam President.
Second by Mr. Newman. Comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Newman,
Aye.
Kammer, deiner,
aye,
Rautenstrauch,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted.
Resolution number 3 by Councilmember Kammer, deiner. Resolved that the following individuals be named Commissioner of Deeds for the City of Tonawanda, term to expire December 31st, 2020, as per your agenda.
2022,
22.
correct?
I'm sorry, 2022. I apologize.
Do we have a second?
I'll second, Madam President.
Second by Mr. Rautenstrauch. Comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Newman,
Aye.
Kammer, deiner,
Aye.
Rautenstrauch,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted.
Resolution number 4 by the council, seconded by the council. Resolved that the common council authorizes the city treasurer to utilize a portion of the proceeds from the sale of the property located within Spalding Commerce Park for the rehabilitation of the existing fishing pier, replacement of the floating docks on Ellicott Creek, and installation of new police docks and boat lift. Funding is up to $80,000 from the Spalding Commerce Park sale.
Comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Newman,
Aye.
Kammer, deiner,
Aye.
Rautenstrauch,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted.
Resolution number 5 by Councilmember Kammer, deiner. Whereas the title of the resolution ordinance has been published at least once in the newspaper of general circulation on December 4th, 2020, in accordance with section 2.047 of the city charter. Now therefore be resolved that chapter 62 entitled Traffic and Vehicles, Article 5, Traffic Schedules, Division number 2, Stopping, Standing, and Parking, section 62-201, Schedule 23, handicap parking areas shall be amended to remove the following. On Broad Street, in front of 60 Broad Street. And further, it be resolved that chapter 62 entitled Traffic and Vehicles, Article 5, Traffic Schedules, Division 2, Stopping, Standing, and Parking, section 62-201, Schedule 23, handicap parking areas of the City of Tonawanda City Code be amended as follows. On Scott Street, from point 62 feet to 114 feet east of the curb line of William Street. Be it further resolved that all other sections of the said ordinance shall remain unchanged and in full force in effect. And be it further resolved that the above amendments shall take effect upon the publication of the title in the official newspaper of the City of Tonawanda.
Do we have a second?
I'll second,
Could you
Madam
go through
President.
that again?
I'm sorry, seconded by who?
Second by Mr. Newman.
Thank you.
Comments or questions?
I read it says from a point of 82 feet to 114 feet east of curb line, not 62 feet, just for the record.
Correct.
I'm sorry, 82 feet. That's correct.
Any other comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Newman,
Aye.
Kammer, deiner,
Aye.
Rautenstrauch,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted.
Resolution number 6 by the council, seconded by the council. This is local law number 3 of 2020. A local law amending chapter 110 taxation, article 3, real property taxation, division 3, tax assessment procedures, subdivision 3, Board of Assessment Review, section 110-152, number of members, qualification of members. Be it resolved that by the Common Council of the City of Tonawanda that proposed local law number 3 for the year 2020 entitled as per your agenda, be and it is hereby introduced before the Common Council of the City of Tonawanda, and be it further resolved that copies of the aforesaid proposed local law be laid upon the desk of each member of the Common Council by the city clerk in accordance with the New York State Municipal Home Rule Law. A copy of said local law is attached hereto and part hereof. Local law number 3, 2020, amend the number of members on the Board of Assessment Review to 5 members. At section 110-152, number of members, qualification of members shall be amended to read as follows. The Board of Assessment Review shall consist of 5 members appointed by the Common Council. Each board member shall be subject to the qualifications and training requirements set forth in the real property tax law.
Comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Newman,
Aye.
Kammer, deiner,
Aye.
Rautenstrauch,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted.
Resolution number 7 by Council President Cook. Resolved that the following City of Tonawanda residents are hereby appointed to serve as a Senior Citizens Committee. Lindsay Zielinski, Norma Kitzmiller, Ronald Pelosi, Charles Stewart, Dorothy Vaughn, and Denise Young. Resolved that the name committee will hereby appoint a chairperson, and resolved that the city clerk will send appointment letters to each committee person. And be it further resolved that the committee shall provide the Common Council with their recommendations no later than April 1st, 2021.
Do we have a second?
I'll take it, Madam President.
Seconded by Ms. Kammer, deiner. Comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Newman.
Aye.
Kammer, deiner,
Aye.
Rautenstrauch,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted.
Resolution number 8 by the council, seconded by the council. Whereas the city of North Tonawanda has been approved for and is receiving funding from the New York State DOT, East Hill Foundation, Ralph C. Wilson Jr. Foundation, and the Greenway Fund Committee for a project known as the Bike Path Connection to the Empire State Trail, PIN 5763-51. And whereas such funding is allocated for construction of a new paved bike pedestrian trail between the existing Riverwalk Trail and the Empire State Trail, resurfacing the existing trail from the southern terminus to Grantwood Park, and landscaping enhancements along the entire trail. And whereas such treatments shall occur on both City of North Tonawanda and the City of Tonawanda right-of-ways, permission from the City of Tonawanda is required to allow the City of North Tonawanda access to the City of Tonawanda streets for such construction, which will include the placement of pavement markers. And whereas the City of Tonawanda has received a proposed agreement from the City of North Tonawanda entitled Federal Aid Local Project Intermunicipal Agreement released to perform contract work on public land, the agreement. And whereas the City of Tonawanda Common Council has reviewed the proposed agreement and recommended approval, and therefore be resolved that the City of Tonawanda Common Council does hereby approve the proposed agreement and authorizes the mayor to execute the agreement on behalf of the City of Tonawanda. And be it further resolved that this resolution shall take effect immediately, but the agreement is contingent upon the approval by the City of North Tonawanda and execution of the agreement by the representatives of the City of North Tonawanda.
Comments or questions? Please call the roll.
Newman.
Aye.
Kammer, deiner,
Aye.
Rautenstrauch,
Aye.
Mylum,
Aye.
Cook.
I declare the resolution adopted. At this time, we'll now take comments by the public following the resolutions. If you wish to address the council, please notify us. We'll now take comments by the public following the resolutions. once, twice. Jim, do you have anything on your end?
I show no comments by the public, Madam President.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Newman.
Thank you, Madam President. All I have to say is 2020 is going to be coming to a close. Can't come soon enough, quite honestly. 2020 has been daunting. I do want to say it's been a pleasure working with you all for the past 2 years now. You guys all do a great job. We do, great work together as a team. We've had a lot of hurdles. That's really all I have. Other than I just want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, a happy and healthy New Year, and bring on 2021. That's all I have, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Newman. Ms. Kammer Deiner.
Thank you, Madam President. First, I'd like to start out and say, farewell to Robin Schimminger. Thank you for your dedicated service to the city for as long as, 44 years. Good luck in your new endeavors. I'd like to say the same thing, from my family to yours. Have a happy, healthy Christmas and New Year. You guys are awesome to work with. Yes, we have had many hurdles this year. Hopefully 2021 will be a little bit better for us. Other than that, that's all I have, Madam President.
Thank you, Mrs. Kammer Deiner. Mr. Rautenstrauch.
Thank you, Madam President. I would like to start with Clinton Park. I've been driving by it. It's my neighborhood. It looks beautiful. I'd just like to say great job to our Parks Department, to Mandy for the amazing job you guys have done with that. It's unfortunate we weren't able to gather around for Santa and see the lightings of the tree like we have in the past. I also just want to make note, congratulate Skip Johnson in regards to being our city historian. I'm actually shocked that he wasn't already our historian. So it's great to see that. Congrats to Skip. I'd also, and only because I know she covers this all the time and we knew about this, just congratulations to Melissa Lang. And I've heard you're joining Bill Conrad in his department with the new position. I just want to say thanks to you. Thanks for covering the city of Tonawanda. For good or for bad, it's great to have somebody covering our community and doing it fairly and doing a great job of it. So, you will be missed, and respect what you've done for our city. I mentioned the police survey earlier. If anybody can sees that, wants to add to it for the police reform committee and just have any comments or questions, we're still gathering information. And to tag on, congratulations to Robin Schimminger. You've done a great job for many years. You've serviced our city, our community. I hope to continue to hear stories of your time at Bishop Turner. I hope to see you again. You've been a great help to me in the time that I've been involved with politics, and it's been great getting to know you over the years. Beyond that, I just want to wish everyone peace, love, and joy, and good health as we celebrate the holidays with all of our traditions. Merry Christmas from my family to yours, to everybody in our community and everybody watching. Thank you all.
Thank you, Sean. Mr. Milam?
Yeah, thank you, Madam President. Going forth every week, it's kind of, you sound like a broken record. But it's been everybody knows what a challenging year it's been, but rather than focus on how bad it's been, I think if we kind of take a look at what's going on in the city in the last couple of months and couple of weeks, we are heading on an upswing, I think. A very positive note. It's been a good pleasure to work with everybody. I'd like to wish everybody in the city a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, or and whatever holiday you celebrate. If you celebrate it, I hope it's joyous and healthy, especially healthy this year. And I'd also like to say congratulations to Mr. Schimminger. It always struck me that when you'd go to an event with him and he would speak, the vast knowledge that he had about everybody in the room, You never felt like an outsider when he was around. He would include you in an off the cuff speech. And it was just a very remarkable person who's done more in the 44 years than we could ever even put a speech to cover that. So thank you. I wish you a long and healthy retirement. And I think I'm just going to wrap it up there. Take a ride around the city, look at some of these amazing houses. People have gone above and beyond in their decorating. And one last thing, Melissa, I'd like to wish you very good luck in your new endeavor. You will be missed greatly. So with that, I will turn it over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mylum. Mayor?
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to thank our three, I call them our big three city unions. Over the holidays, they've really stepped up, their donation efforts and have donated to the VVA, the Salvation Army, St. Francis Food Pantry, the National Honor Society, Christmas for Kids. And I just want to give them a little kudos for, their generous donations, during this pandemic. Robin Schimminger started off in politics before I had a social security number. And I always kid him about that. He and my grandfather used to sit in my grandfather's garage while they used to make the old silk screen cardboard lawn signs that I enjoyed running through when I was a kid. And I can't say enough good things about the man. He gave me my conspicuous service medal back in the 90s when I was home on leave. He has been an immense help of securing many grants for the city, not only my time before I was mayor, but my time as mayor. And I believe he was the longest serving member of the assembly at the time that he's going to retire. He's tied for first. I think there's another person in the assembly that has served the same amount of time as he has, but because his last name starts with S and the other individual I think starts with G, they're higher on the seniority list because of alphabetical order. But I just wish Robin and his beautiful wife the best of luck and Godspeed in the next chapter of their life. God knows he's earned it. Dave kind of mentioned about the lights around the city. Life's kind of gotten in the way for me of me judging a lot of the submittals that we've had on our lighting contest. I hope to finish that up by the end of the week, and we'll post on social media the winners so everybody can check them out before the lights come down. And I'd just like to take this opportunity not only to thank everybody on the Zoom call and the council, but our department heads and city employees for probably the most trying year our city has had, probably since the pandemic of 1918. And our work isn't done, unfortunately. I'd like to think psychologically flipping the calendar to 2021 is going to magically make things better, but I just have a feeling that it's going to be a dark few months to start off 2021. But if everybody, socially distances and wears masks and gets the vaccine whenever it rolls out, that 2021 will end a lot better then 2020 ended. So, like I said, please remember to wear that mask. And finally, just like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Festivus, Happy Hanukkah, and any other holiday that anybody celebrates at this time of year. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Mayor. Everybody's gone before me. They spoke so eloquently. It's hard to believe that, this is our last council meeting of the year. It's been a pleasure working with everybody. I wish you and your families all the best. It saddens me that we're not going to leave City Hall and go to Squires to celebrate, but it's 2020, and I just wish you all well. I want to give a shout out to our Rockin' with Santa crew. I know it was such a challenging year, but they did an excellent job in providing gifts to families in our community. So thank you to John White and his crew for putting Rockin' with Santa together for another year. It is hard to believe that we, did not have a designated city historian. I think we've all looked to Skip for, fun facts about our city, and he's certainly well-versed in our city's history. So a kudos to him. There's nobody better. Certainly I hope we can get a nameplate for him or some sort of a recognition for him, but congratulations to him. I've had the pleasure of knowing Assemblyman Schimminger for quite a while. You could meet him at any function and he'll tell everybody in the room what your address is, and he knows your address by heart. And if you've only lived in that house for a year, he'll know where you lived prior to that. He's done amazing things for our community, so I do wish him and his family well. And I guess cat's out of the bag for Melissa. Congratulations to you in your new role. I do wish you, the utmost success in working with now Assemblyman Bill Conrad. With that said, everybody, you guys have done such a great job this year, from the mayor's office, department heads, every single one of us since March. We recognize that we really needed to step up to the plate and combat the pandemic as best we could. The department heads did an incredible job with offering recommendations for cost-saving measures so that we could help steer the ship. So, I agree. I hope 2021, January 1st, we can look beyond the pandemic, but the reality is I think it'll be in our foresights for a couple months. But with that said, please continue to wear a mask and follow the guidelines. That there is light at the end of the tunnel with a vaccine, and there's been a lot of efforts that have taken place in order to bring this to our communities. So with that said, guys, you've done such a remarkable job. I wish you all the best, and here's to 2021. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, enjoy. With that said, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
I'll second, Madam President.
Second by Mr. Rautenstrauch. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good
Happy
night.
holidays.
Good night.
holidays
Merry
all.
Christmas.
Christmas.
Okay. And be ending the call. Thank you for joining our Zoom call tonight. Have a nice evening, nice holiday.